Kia ora whanau. So a bit of recap on what's been happening. Obviously put out the video and we've had a massive response. So just on the video on Facebook alone, it's still climbing, but it's around about 180,000 views by itself. Over all the social media outlets, we're over 500,000 views. So there's over 500,000 people that have seen this. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported and felt our message. It is a hard fight, obviously, because of how connected all these people are. We also had an interview on Maori.
Smith is known in the fighting world as a fighter.
The good thing about it is that the thru finally replied, but as per usual, replied with lies. Okay, so first of all, apparently it was only a couple of constables that come up to the land. We have 4 witnesses that seen 8 to 10 people dressed in black coming up in 4 cars, fully armed, up to the farmhouse. Yeah, and one of them even got held up by one of them, at gunpoint. So you're trying to tell me that there's a couple of constables? I think not. On top of that too, apparently the Tumu Pairo was representing the other brothers. Obviously I'm not going to start lowering myself into bringing up skeletons in closet and all that sort of rubbish, but the wishes of the owners, which is my grandmother and my grandfather, put my father at the helm for obviously what he'd done over the last 30 to 40 years individually to save the farm from debt that was caused by those same people in question. Also too, there are obviously criminal backgrounds to a couple of them. Okay, so you've got them all together trying to utilize the brothers in all of a way to still get the farm, almost like a way of trying to make it self-destruct. So now that's answered. Okay, so we still got a fight going on in our hands. Yeah, our land is prime land. What is the motive? Our land is prime land. It's worth a lot of money to them, obviously financially. Resources are very high, resources are rich, and also too on the same point from that, it's more or less what uncovers if we're to win this, which we already have. Everything has been established on who the 100% equity owner is. So while we're still arguing about this, I don't know. Yeah, we just need to get to the right people.
And so, trespassing us off.
So first of all, this is shit.
And they're trying to take the land for the price of a blanket.
So this is fake. Yeah. So this is fake.
Yeah.
This guy here, what's his name? Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton Hemana.
Clinton Hemana
is not an owner.
Is not an owner, but he's acting like he is an owner or a trustee, and he's trying to evict us off our own land that we obviously own.
Yeah.
And so that makes this obviously absolute bullshit. The big reason why is that it looks like they're trying to join up with some of the sort of failed parts of the family.
Yep.
The failed parts of the family to get the land, get prime land for the price of a blanket.
Yes.
So they're trying to utilise them, those outsiders, to find a way to get the land, essentially. And they're using the powers that be together illegally.
Yeah.
Illegally, so with in cahoots with Maori Land Court, Te Tumu Pairo, and the outsiders of our family.
Yeah.
The outsiders of our family, and I mean outsiders because that's where they've been for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so obviously this is rubbish and has no legal standing.
It has no legal effect.
It has no legal effect. Yeah, it has no legal effect.
Those documents have no legal effect.
Yeah.
And they mispurport ownership, which means they are non-owners making decisions.
Mispurport, yeah. So
as though they are owners.
Okay, so they're making it look like someone else's owners, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and the police are supporting that, and that's what led to our incident.
So by that that letter that you guys got from the conduct.
Yeah, so
Conduct,
in response to our complaint to the conduct about the conduct of
they
this,
confirmed that
we're the owners.
We're the owners.
Yes.
So we're the owners. So Bruce Smith's the owner.
Yes.
So this has no weight. So
No.
we're not. So that's why this is fake. All we want to know is that why the police are doing that. So everyone to do with the police, or the high ranking, you can come and ask us, and explain to us why this is happening in your guys' police department. So yeah, we're here in Gizzy, so I was brought up, so went to college here and raised here. We're going to head down to the Farm Peninsula down the back end. It's bar here, that's where my grandmother comes from, so that's where we're off to. So another important part of this fight has been my grandmother's passed away, but my other grandmother that's here through my mother's side, Miniata Westrup, formerly Tirito was her maiden name. She's been awesome. She's been awesome, and she's very passionate when it comes about her people, our people, which is Maori people, and when it comes to whenua and tikanga and everything like that. And she's been a strong and staunch supporter too. She's seen this type of stuff going on for years. She's definitely a matriarch of the area, and especially with her beloved Rongmai Wahine people of Mahia. And having her in there has been awesome. It's been awesome.
I was just on 8 when I shot my first one by myself.
True.
I was carrying Dad's old big blonde buster, old 303 Ford.
You're an 8-year-old.
Yeah, well, Dad wandered off to town, and I thought, yeah, it's my chance. And Dad got a bit disappointed about the old gun. That old gun he was given by his brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Mum's brother-in-law, actually.
And he shot off to town.
And he shot us to town. They all shot us to town. All happy Larry. They're gonna get a bar of chocolate and a chewing gum, and I just stayed quiet, which was not something I did often, but I stayed quiet.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, Mum says, "You're not coming." I said, "No, I'm not." So they all headed off, and away I went.
Oh, true.
I had my horse already caught out there, and Dad says, "Now don't be hard on that horse, but he's got to go to work tomorrow."
Oh, yeah.
I said, no. I strapped this old army saddle on and girth, and he knew exactly what I was going to do, but he wasn't going to tell Mum that I was going to have the gun. And I didn't ask, I just knew where the gun was, where he left it. And I loaded up and away I went. And I stalked this blooming deer in the bush and come out in the clearing, and bang, and down it went.
First shot?
Yeah. But you had to get very close with the old 303. Oh shit, you had to get close. There's the old Atbury sites, they were round, and I got to admit, I was shaking like a frickin' leaf. And
was your first?
First by myself, yeah.
Just kill me.
Yeah. I'd shot other ones, but the reality is my elder brothers were, I don't know what it was, but they always felt threatened by me for some reason. And anyway, it was my own one. I'd been waiting for this moment for so long, and boom, down it went. And then reality hit.
Yeah. Where was it?
Top of Costellas. Right on the edge of the bluff. And,
true.
And over it went. Well, I was grateful that it rolled over a fair way down, but when I got to it, shoosh, I thought, by golly. Anyway,
Did you know how to gut it or?
oh yeah, no, I'd killed my first mutton. Shit, when I was 7. Well, gutting it was no issue. The biggest issue was I had Dad's horse. That was it. It was old Jemima.
Oh,
She's a big horse.
Oh no, she was a beautiful horse. He got offered thousands of dollars for that thing. Beautiful horse, and of course, you know, that's why he said to me, "Don't wear it out."
yeah.
Well, Jemima and I were good friends until it come time to pulling that stag out. She decided to part ways with me. So I found my way all the way back home, and I started up the old Fergie. And Fergie tractor. I thought, well, I'll get it somewhere near it, and then it was a big mission. I thought, I've got to get it back home before Dad gets back. And at least I've got evidence of that, that I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I think I got up there and I found the horse, and she was too steamed up. I thought, oh my gosh, get back and put some water on it and wash it down or something so Dad doesn't see. So I come back and got another horse, and away we went. And that was all Creamy. She was a big tank, all Creamy. Well, I put the rope around her tail and rope around the deer, and man, did we have some fun. She booted and kicked and all sorts of stuff. She even turned around at one stage. Deer was going to give me a real good nip on the old.
Gonna butch you up.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a good talk to the old horse and managed to get it down to the Fergie in the middle of Coopers. And yeah, didn't have time for much of a smoke over and all that. Next minute I see the lights coming up the road, and I thought, oh. Anyway, managed to get to Fergie, which was only 2-wheel drive, stuck in a hole that I could drag with the horse, part of the deer up on it and tie the deer to the back of the tractor, and away I went. And the horse followed me home.
Holy moly.
So that was my victory, and Dad said, you've been a busy boy.
But I said it like that too, right?
But after that, both of my mum gained confidence in me.